Hi there, welcome back to the channel. We're on lesson 3 of the Oldies Station tutorial. And we're going through the middle section with the ooze, and it has the picking underneath. And originally on the 21 Pilots version, it was synth that took those parts. But we're coming off the section at the end of the verse where it just has that push on through the octave section. And we go right into that push on through that part. So yeah, what we're doing is we're starting with our middle finger on the 5th string on the 5th fret. And the reason we want to start there is because if we don't start in this position, mostly using our pinky at the beginning, we won't be able to play the other parts because it's a tougher shifting position. So we start with this D note. So it's the 5th fret, 5th string with our middle finger, and then we pluck that with our thumb. And what you'll find is the pattern that we're doing consistently is we're always alternating back and forth with our thumb. So in this circumstance, we're playing the thumb, and I'm using this middle finger again with the nail to pluck the other notes. Usually, I think almost always. So we're playing that note, and then we play the octave. So that is the 7th fret on the 3rd string with our pinky. And then alternate back to the thumb. And then remove our pinky and place your ring finger on the 6th fret on the 3rd string. And then go back to that thumb again. So we're bouncing back and forth between those notes. Okay, and then the next note we're going to play is we have to have our index finger on the 4th fret on the 4th string. So then we'll play this. Okay, and I'm still playing that with the same two fingers there. You could switch to your index finger if you wanted. Just not used to it. Okay, so that's that first part. So just bouncing back and forth. Okay, so after bouncing back to that D note again, what you're doing is you're after you play with the index finger, the note with the index finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string, then you're going to play the 7th fret of the 4th string with your pinky. That note. So now we have this. Whoops, if I play it correctly. Okay, now when you hit that note, you're not going to play this other note again. You're actually going to move your middle finger up to the 6th string, same fret, the 5th fret. That one there. Sorry, my nose is itchy for some reason here. So yeah, so you're going to be going that note there, okay? Then you're going to also move your ring finger up to the same fret, so the 6th fret of the 4th string. And then you bounce back to that same note that's on the 6th string, 5th fret, with your middle finger. And then after you've bounced back to that note, then you're going to play. So then you could play your index finger will be on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. So then that figure now sounds like this. If I can do it. Okay, that note. Okay, and so I just added the next note in, and that is where you just drop your pinky in right underneath the ring finger on the 6th fret. So, and then lift off your pinky after you've alternated back and forth, because you're just going to go back to that index finger. So you can leave your index finger right there. Don't have to move it at all. So, and I think I'm leaving all my fingers in this position. Yeah. Yeah, they can just all stay there. The only one that's really moving is that pinky. Now, this next little part actually repeats. So you'll want to memorize this. You want to memorize it all, but this next section actually happens twice in this whole figure. So this next section, you're going to slide down. So your middle finger is playing on the 4th string. The 5th string. Sorry, the 5th string on the 4th fret with your thumb. And then the index finger plays the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Okay, now we're going to do something a little different. We're going to shift because we have to be able to get to this note, and that is a huge reach. So what we're going to have to do is shift to give ourselves some room. So we're going to play that, but then we're going to move 1 fret up with our index finger and actually cover the 4th fret of both the 5th string and the 4th string. So it's just going like this. Because then it gives us room to play that note, which is with our ring finger on the 4th string on the 6th fret. And then your pinky just plays on the 7th fret. Like that. So I'll just play this whole thing up to there, and then you'll see how that little part, this last part we just learned, that gets repeated at the end of the whole figure. Okay? So we start with our middle finger. And then move up with both your middle finger and ring. Right? Then shift down. There's that where you're playing both with the same finger. And now we're going to slide everything down with your ring finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string and your index finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And then your pinky plays the 4th fret right underneath your ring finger on the 4th fret. And the pinky is on the 3rd string there. So you're going, and then you actually bounce right back to that index finger. So you can leave it there as well. A lot of these positions, you can just hold your fingers in those positions and leave them there. So we have this. Oh, sorry, I said you go back to that index finger. That wasn't true. Stops on the pinky, but then slides down to this position. That is with the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string and the index finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd string. So then we have so I'm just placing my ring finger right underneath my middle finger there on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. So we have this. Okay. And then we have our index free now. can move it up to the 2nd fret on the 5th string. And then we're playing the 3rd fret. With our ring finger, we're playing the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. We lift that off and we play the 2nd fret with our middle finger on the 2nd string. Okay, now that's a bit of a reach. We're grabbing this note with our pinky, and that is on the 4th string on the 4th fret. So that's a bit of a reach. And for that, I don't know if you remember when we played, when I did the tutorial on the D and E chords, how I fold my finger back. Well, this is another one of those kind of skills that happens over time where your finger does almost the opposite, where it does that, so that you can play some of these notes. So when I do that, I'm actually going. So I don't know if you can see, that's kind of what ends up happening is my finger folds straight so that I can have this note. Well, I guess I don't need that one right now, but I'm just so used to making sure all the other notes aren't touched. My finger just kind of goes there. But so there you have this. Okay. Oh yeah, because then I have to go right to that note. So that's why it does that. Because I have to leave that note ring. Because my very next note is on the 2nd fret, 3rd string with my index finger. So that's why I actually do that. I never processed that before, but that's why. So yeah. So then that bounces from the pinky. And then I just have to figure this out. Okay. Okay, then it's an open, the 5 string is open then. And then we shift our position from the middle finger on the 3rd string to the index finger on that exact same fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, with our index finger, because then we have to play, and then we fret the 4th fret on the 3rd string with our ring finger. And then we slide up 2 more frets to the 6th fret with our ring finger on the 3rd string. And then you're bouncing back to the 4th fret with your index finger. Okay, now we shift positions back. Remember that part I said repeats? That's the section repeats right now. So the one where we start here with our middle finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string and our index finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, and then we shift so that the index finger takes both the 4th and 5th string on the 4th fret, ring finger on the 6th fret of the 4th string, pinky on the 7th fret of the 4th string. Okay, and then we go into the chords that finish out this section, and the chords that we have are the F sharp minor that you learned before, F sharp minor, and the E. Okay. So that's that whole middle section over the ooze. And maybe I'll try it real slow. I'm not sure if I'll get all the pitches and stuff vocally, but I'll just play it slow so you can find out how that actually fits. So we come off of push on through, ooh, push on through. Don't quite mind, you don't quite mind. And And then we go into the big section at the end. So that will be in the next video. So that's it for that middle section, the oo section. I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks so much for the support. Please like and subscribe if you could, and if you'd like to share it, I'd sure appreciate that too. And join me for the next video where we do that ending big chorus section. All right, we'll see you later, and as always, God bless.